camera keeps, I think it's like some sort of demonic influence because my camera keeps turning itself on at interesting places and times. So saying that people who control the world are not human. That doesn't mean they're aliens. They're just humans cannot be human. Humans can be inhuman. Humans can lose how to be human. They can be human. They can pervert themselves. And what they do is that they mete out their punishment on the population of the world under the idea of the sacred calling of helping us to be human. Because philosophers and yours tell us that we can but aspire to be human. And under the name of aspiring to be human, we earn back or we pay our debt to society. Because when you're born in society, you're born inhuman. Christians believe you're born inhuman, that you've been dehumanized in advance by a mistake made by your great mothers and fathers. Right? No one but a completely demonic, fucking inhuman creature could fucking story up, much less force people to believe it. What kind of conditions does anyone live in that they would believe that shit? Unless they had been dehumanized. So people who believe that have been dehumanized. Doesn't matter what economic, right? Kirstens come from all economic backgrounds. And they're sociopaths. They've all been dehumanized. Now, they show us that sociopaths can still be very loving people, and they show us that sociopaths can be really hypocritical people. In a sense, you might say, well, they're showing you nothing more than what a human is. Well, they're people who run the world, and they presume it's their sacred calling to teach you how to be human, who have already assumed that you're, and get you to act as though that's true, and to validate that assumption and that interpolation in blood by all of their sciences and religions that they use to control you. So people who are the most teaching you how to be human by teaching you how to be inhuman. And so all humans are to be human by resorting to modes that are inhuman. Trying to be human by being inhuman. Trying to serve God or humanity by resorting to inhuman beliefs and inhuman behavior. They're only there to help us and to educate us and save us and make us feel better. And if you don't like it, there's something wrong with you, right? Interesting world, right? Is it everyone's world right now? Is this the ultimate reality? No. It's a take on reality. It's an impression from human behavior. It carries a kind of medicinal knowledge. I'm not sure where to go right now. It's cool, it's wet. Maybe I'll start heading home. I do have to pee again now. That's what I need to do. Let's go over here. Ooh, it's running through me. The river runs through. Ooh, fuck. Ooh. Just come over here. Projects his rear side. We don't need it. Hey, Larry. There are male and female sexual predators all over the place, and they come from regular square jobs. A lot of them in the area come from education or government, and they're just sexual predators. You can make a sexual predator by dehumanizing someone. Do you understand? Just by dehumanizing them, you can, like, that's what people become when they've been dehumanized. They become sexual predators, right? If you look at what a sexual predator is, people become sexual predators because they've been dehumanized. They have a malfactored interest and capacity and habit and survival-related compulsions that have to do with a suspension belief and denial and presuming to need for their own survival or for yours to arbitrate for how you should think and feel in ways that are bereft of any adequate vision for your voice and your own safety, right? So people get up to this kind of thing. And for this and other reasons, when they're dealing with the public, even in legitimate ways, they get overly excited, they get overly aggressive, they can get overly territorial. And I have a host of stories about the negative results of this say, starting in kindergarten, particularly young boys, and how there are often female kindergarten, like my kindergarten teacher, that was part of our lesson one day, was to see her snatch, right? Do you think any child would say, hey, Miss Lamar showed us her pussy today. Her pussy became an unnecessary part of our day. Why would I remember that? Why do you think Miss Lamar turned Miss Lawrence, get married? So she found some, give her pussy what it needed, right? She found a guy to fuck her in her deep, dark, right? That's good to know. I'm glad Miss Lamar was getting something. I hope she's 6 feet under by now. Fucking whore. Piece of shit. Fucking sexual predator, right? Lamar. Right? Lamar fuckface. You Lamar piece of shit. And right across the same wall, there was a woman sexually abusing a friend of mine and his family, working in as a secretary. Smiley, happy. You'd never think she was a bad person, you know? And it's what these people do, right? They're sociopaths. People work with children. The idea of being a good person isn't something that most white people have ever been acquainted with. Right? There's not a book of like white people's idea of right and wrong, right? I'm not doing it. I say, well, you have to make a provision for the safety of other people. You have to do that as an entire way of life. That your house has to be made of measures, if nothing else, if your children are going to be ethical people, right? If someone's voice doesn't matter in the course of what you consider a normal human life, then you and they become sexual predators and prey. That's all that happens. In all the complexity of the world, you do something as stupidly simple as ignore people's voices in their own definition, biology, animal nature, rights, life, breath, integrity, and health in their own terms, because we're born with all those things as a baby, and that of our immune system, then you're sexually fucking raping them. You're robbing them, sine qua non, of their voice and their own safety. So it's very easy to rape children. It's very easy to rape them, isn't it? In this world, it shouldn't be, but it. Oops, little slippity slip. Thank you, Rain. It's okay. I rallied nicely. It's very easy for people to rape children. It's very easy for people to deny people that. It's very easy to get very lazy about how you treat other human beings. In the course of doing your job, especially, I gotta put this away. I gotta get home here. This is what I'm crossing.